since season 3 about to wrap up with the next episode that's coming out, I feel like we should go over all the fates and what's about to happen to all these characters. So let's get into it. Now, when we think about Big Charles, that's a very, very interesting character. The first time we seen him pop up on the screen, he already had a mentality. We don't need nobody. We just need the L's for real. So you can see to all the younger guys, he really took on that leader role. So now we have to talk about his fate and will his story continue after this throwback season is over with. Now, if you look at everything around Big Charles, most of the guys are dead. Even the little guys that was trying to get put on, they died in the midst of trying to get put on. And on top of that, his own nephew died. And ever since that happened, Charles been turning up a little bit. But y'all remember the one kid named Shooter, right? Big Charles' little homie. Now, if we look back at episode 3 of season 3, he's actually the one who shot Fat Sean in the neck. And Fat Sean ended up surviving. And when Fat Sean woke up and realized that he was alive, his brother was right there in the hospital. And he told his brother that Big Charles had something to do with him getting shot. And what we heard from Nino is that him and Fat Chris used to tear the streets up. Fat Chris was wild before he went to jail. And of course, being that that's his little brother, and his brother got shot in the neck, without a doubt, he definitely got Charles on his hit list. Now, me personally, with my predictions, I don't think Big Charles is going to get locked up or he's just going to leave the streets. I think Big Charles is going to die. And me personally, I think it's going to come from Fat Chris in. But if Charles do die, then we have to see how it happens. Because Charles is the type of character to where you usually can't access him easily unless you're around his crew. And that brings you to the next question. Will he get snaked out by somebody in his crew? And it's possible to happen. I mean, they applying that pressure. The youngest that's trying to get down with Loyola, they getting killed before they even put in some work for real. It's really just a lot going on. But like I said, I think Charles' fate is going to be him getting killed by either Fat Chris, Fat Sean, or just somebody that's random that we never heard about that we going to get to see after they kill Big Charles. Who knows? But y'all, let me know down below in the comments. Now, Nino. When we see him come home in the series, he came home from a 10-year bid. And in the season finale, of course, we gonna see him go in jail. Now, we don't know what for, because he been dropping bodies. He might get locked up for a body. He might get locked up for the Kobe murder. Who knows? Or he might get locked up for attempt murder. That's really the big question. What will he get locked up for? Because you already know that he about to go sit down and do 10. That's the real money question. He might get locked up for the Kobe murder. We gotta see. Other than D-Rock and Fat Sean, it probably was other witnesses around. Who knows? Or Detective Hunt might retrieve that gun. Hey, and might get him up out of here. Who knows? Now, Fat Chris, he was never really a main character. We just know him as Fat Sean older brother. But in the final episode of season 3, I think we're gonna see him turn up. And he might just crash out and burn. I think we're going to see him turn up, though. I think he's going to catch a couple bodies in the season finale. So we just got to look out for that. But I think he definitely going to turn up. And I think he's going to do something that's going to be remembered in the history books forever. Because me, personally, I don't feel like he's no filler character. I feel like he got something in store. We just don't know what it is yet. But he's here for a specific reason. We just got to figure it out. Like I said, he might be a reason that Big Charles get up out of here. Now, Shooter. When we look at Shooter, he remind me of kind of a Lil Mitch character. I think for certain, 100%, he's going to die. Many characters in Storyville that be out here shooting, that be really out here sliding, they don't really make it. They don't make it to tell their stories to the next generation. I think he going to die personally, but I think he definitely going to go out with a bang. He going to take somebody with him if he die. 100%. That's how I feel. But he's 100% going to die. And, yeah, you hear me? Now, we already know Maserati T is going to die, but we don't know how. But I'm about to play this clip for y'all, and then I'm going to come back to y'all.
Fall before I do.
Just like Terry did? He fell before you, right? Yeah, I thought so.
I don't know exactly what you're getting at, Detective.
Would your crew still be so loyal and disciplined if they know what really happened to Terry?
Now, from that, I think Terry's going to get snaked out. Now, mind you, Frankie told T-Man that Terry got killed in a chase with the FBI. Now, I feel like he mixing the truth with the lie. Now, his death definitely got something to do with the cops, but I feel like Terry got something to do with that too. He playing a pivotal role. Because if y'all look in all the scenes, Frankie not liking how Terry moving, but he just going along with it. But if you ask me, there's going to be a breaking point, and I think Frankie going to get him set up and then Frankie gonna take over and get his plug and then take over Riverside. As we see him now, he took over Riverside, he got the plug, he got Carmine. So the proof is in the pudding, if we gonna be honest. Now Detective Hunt, we all know that he gonna survive, and he gonna keep on fucking over niggas like we seeing him do in real time or whatever. But I think he gonna put a lot of big players away. I wouldn't even say big players, but a lot of people that was outside in the first generation away. And if we gonna be honest, most of these young guys is about to get put away. They gonna get put away for stuff that they ain't even do. And I think Hunt gonna do that to try to sit them down, because they feel like if they OGs getting killed and shit like that, they gonna have to step up to the plate and they gonna cause more havoc. Now, with this last episode, I think it's gonna show how D-Rock became the boss that he wanted to become and why he act a certain way. Now, mind you, in the first season, we ain't see him feed Sha or Brady or nobody else. Most of his homies just got whacked. He gave them guns and shit, but nobody wasn't doing shit with that. And when they did slide, it all went bad. Now, if you pay attention to Rock, you could tell he always wanted to be a leader like Big Charles and T. It was just never in his blood for real. Not saying that nigga the worst leader of all time, but he don't really know how to lead. He don't even know how to tell people to enforce pain. Like with 1200, we didn't really never see him look out for his guys. And as a leader, that's where you go wrong at. You at least gotta look out a little bit. Now look, as y'all see on y'all screen right now, y'all see a channel, Breeze 2K. I want y'all to go in the link in the description or the comments and go subscribe. I'm gonna be posting all my 2K content on there. So if y'all like 2K, y'all trying to fuck with it, hey, hey, subscribe. W content. Video coming out soon. Just got finished with it, gotta edit it. But hey, subscribe, man. Subscribe. Like, if you ever ate good food in your life, subscribe, bro. That's all you gotta do. But hey, I'm out this bit, man. Never next up.